Greetings to all. Now we are going to understand about the reconstitution of partnership. Under this we are going to learn about admission of a partner. This video contains only theory part of reconstitution of partnership. Now why reconstitution of partnership takes place? So reconstitution of partnership takes place in following conditions: when there is a change in profit sharing ratio among the partners, when there is a new partner admitted in the firm, or when the existing partner retires or dies, and when the partnership is sold as a going concern. That is when the person who buys it for extra price for his purchase goodwill. When two or more firms amalgamate, then when the partnership is converted into the company. So under this, reconstitution of partnership takes place. Admission of a partner means inclusion of a new person, means new partner is entered into the business, or new person is entered into the business, is known as admission of a partner. The new person or new partner who joins the business is called incoming partner or a new partner. Now what are the rights of incoming partners? For acquisition, the right to share the assets, the new partner has to bring an agreed amount of the capital. For right to share the profits of the partnership firm, the new partner is required to bring some amount, which is also known as premium for goodwill or his share of goodwill. When the admission of a new partner comes into existence, there are following items or following adjustments to be made in the books of the firm. They are: first, ascertainment of new profit sharing ratio, calculation of sacrificing ratio, revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities, distribution of reserves and accumulated profit or losses, and treatment of goodwill and adjustments of capital. Under this very first, new profit sharing ratio. Now new profit sharing ratio is coming into existence because new partner is entering in the business. Like in the sum or in the practical life, A and B are partners and they are distributing their profits equally, that is 1:1. Now new partner is coming in the business, obviously he will be also containing the profit from A and B. So here A and B will be sacrificing their sum of the share which C will be getting, that is a new partner will get. There are different ways of finding out new profit sharing ratio as per the requirement of the sum. Now when the new partner's shares is given and the old partner's share is given, then you have to apply the formula. Suppose profit is equal to 1 and then remaining share of profit is to be deducted from the new profit share, and then your sum will be done. While when the new partner share is given and the old partners new profit sharing ratio is given after the admission. So in this also, profit is given suppose 1, then you have to find out remaining share. After finding out remaining share, you have to multiply with the new profit share, new partner's share, and then you can find out easily new profit sharing ratio by deducting sacrificing share from both two cases. While in some of the sum there is acquired from the new partner, and in some of the sum there is a surrender by the old partners. Now in this such type of sum, this all formulas are working out. You have to jot down these formulas as per the requirement. Then comes your sacrificing ratio. Under this sacrificing ratio, the surrender or sacrifice share in the favor of incoming partner is termed as sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio is always equivalent to old ratio minus new partners ratio. Old ratio minus new ratio, that is OPSR minus NPSR. Now we are going to understand about revaluation account. Now revaluation account is a nominal account prepared to bring assets and liabilities of the firm to get the true values and to find out the profit or losses arising therefrom. Under this, some general entries respect to These are as under assets to revaluation account, revaluation to assets. When there is an increase, assets account has to be debited and revaluation is to be credited, and vice versa for decrease in value of assets. Simultaneously, if decrease in value of assets, liability to revaluation, and when there are unrecorded assets or unrecorded liability, the respective general entries will be passed. This is a performa of revaluation account. When there is a decrease in value of assets, then they have to be transferred to the debit side because it will give the losses to the firm. When there is an increase in value of assets, it will be transferred to the credit side, that is benefit for the business. And when there is a reassessment of liability, that is increase in value of liabilities, then they will be transferred on the debit side, and when there is a decrease in liability, they will be transferred on credit side. So this way, either you will get gain or either you will get loss. Either of this one you will get as a difference. So either you will get gain or either you will get loss from the difference of revaluation account. Then comes adjustments for reserves and other accumulated profit and loss. Since this much years, as old partners were working together, they may have kept aside some of the accumulated profits or reserves. They are termed as either general reserve or they may be the losses. Now only who are liable for this all losses and the reserves? So only the partner who are responsible, only old partners are responsible for these things. So under this, they will be sharing them in the old profit sharing ratio, where new partner will be not liable to get anything. Then comes your methods of treatment for goodwill. There are 3 methods for treatment of goodwill. They are premium method, revaluation method and memorandum revaluation method. Memorandum revaluation method is no more existent in your portion, but premium method and revaluation methods are yet there. So methods of valuation of goodwill. First, methods of valuation of goodwill. There are total 4 ways of valuation of goodwill. They are average profit method, super profit method, capitalization average profit method and capitalization of super profit method. Now here the formulas of this are there, which you can understand in a very simple form. And super profit method, capitalization of average profit and capitalization of super profit. Now accounting treatment for premium for goodwill. Now when the new partner brings a goodwill but they are to be shared privately, then there will be no entry to be passed. But when the new partner brings a goodwill and retain in the business, then these 2 entries are to be passed. You can see on the screen. That is, when the new partner brings a goodwill, cash oblique bank account debit to premium for goodwill, and when this is retained in the business, to premium for goodwill account debit to sacrificing partners. This is to be distributed in sacrificing ratio. When type 3, when the goodwill premium is brought by new partner in cash and withdraw by the sacrificing partner. So first 2 general entities will remain same. First 2 remain same, but third will be there. Sacrificing partners capital oblique current account debit to cash oblique bank, because they are withdrawing their capital premium. Same way, when the goodwill is brought in kind means they are bringing assets instead of cash. Then type 5, when the part premium of goodwill is brought in the business. Then comes type 6, when the goodwill is not brought by the new partner. And then comes your hidden goodwill. So these are some of the methods which we will understand when the sums will be there. So just jot down in your notebook. Then comes adjustments of capital. At the time of admission, the partners may agree that their capital account should be adjusted as to make it in the proportion of new profit sharing ratio. This can be done either on the basis of new partners capital account or on the basis of old partners capital account. Like taking a base of new partners capital, we can find out the rest of the capital of the partners, or you can do is taking a old partners base, we can find out new partners capital. So adjustment of capital on the basis of new partners, these are some of the concepts which we will understand when the actual practical sums will come, and this way your theory part of this will be over. Thank you.